Szewczaks. It's me, Maja Szewczak. What? Don't tell me it's already November. Why? Because in September I went to Poland and I worked on parts of this episode. And it started with the brainstorm with Maja Szewczak segment for this episode. That yes, I did film some of these ideas Sunday in Poland, as well as the brainstorm with Maja Szewczak segment. Speaking of it, let's cue it in. Hello! Welcome to Brainstorm with Maja Szewczak. You can see that I'm in Poland at my grandfather's house. However, I was drawing the ideas for this episode while visiting him in Poland. So let me show you the ideas. I wanted it to have some pink in it, use the cabochon, and have leaves in it. So I thought of a library, then of a random house, Bella Neonia kiosk that glows in the dark, but none of these ideas went into this episode, so I thought of Hortensia Blue, the doll that I had back in Northern Ireland, and yep, I've decided to have the idea to do that house for this episode, and the cabochon can become a door. So that's what I went with. After deciding to do Hortensia Blue's house, I've started work on it at my grandfather's house with the glue that was available in Poland. I glued on the flowers and threads of the colors. With the glue, I've glued on beads and the flowers out of cardboard. I was stitching together at the dollhouse using packaging from things that I also find in Poland, and some packaging plastic to reuse it. I will take this with me to Northern Ireland, but I just want to show you the proof that I did this in Poland. And here is some Polish, there's English. The English was not really that good because it was made by people in China who don't really speak English, and English is not their first language. But I will glue over it with all these flowers, and nobody will see it in the end. Although you will see it in the video. Just been noticing things while I learned English. after I've moved to Northern Ireland. Although I also understand the Polish. There's still a lot more to do in this one. And the plastic flowers are the window, while the walls would be the cardboard. And also the beads, the opaque ones, are the cardboard flowers, while the translucent go for the windows. The leaves were planned, so that's the leaves that I'm going to use to add some more texture to the flowers. I'm just going to cut it off the ribbon and glue it on in areas where there's no flowers. So yes, I brought the leaves, the ribbon leaves, to Poland, and now we're going to glue them on here in the patches where there isn't any flowers planned, just to cover as much as the cardboard as possible, because I will have to let it dry, and that will give the flowers more textures. And I'll do some here. And just filling it out. Okay, that has to dry. At my grandfather's house still, I was gluing on more and more flowers. And there's a bed, there's a room, there's a kitchen. So I've been working on it. And to the bottom, I have glued on green leaves. However, I'm doing it bit by bit and letting it dry as I go. This is supposed to be a laundry detergent for dolls, but it's just this. And it has stickers with the word cleaner spelled wrong. I know it's from Poland and it's made in China, but the words in English are spelled wrong. So I'll be removing this. It's just an easy to peel off sticker, and it's pink if you get rid of the stickers. Would anyways look better without the stickers. That are these with words spelled wrong. And I'll make it into Hortensia Plays TV. By peeling off this sticker. Once that is gone, now we're going to peel off this. done. Now it's time to turn this into a TV. Let's get out the black marker. And we're going to add buttons to it. And now it's the fun part. We're going to cover it in pink flowers that are the dollhouse theme. All over the TV. Something like this. And now, since I'm still in Poland while doing this, let's glue them on. And once that is glued on, repeat and let it dry. I'm going to stitch this to the wall once this dries. So now we're going to let this TV dry. After it dried, I stitched and glued it on. And I was working on this wall a lot. And this one. I'm going to do some here. I did a bed here. So let's work on the bed. I've stitched on a wall and the knots to secure the stitching I have glued to make into the flowers with a bead. And I'm working on a patchwork pillow and bedding for the bed. Okay, the flower part is finished. So now in Northern Ireland we're going to do the parts with the cabochon for the door. This interior wall was painted white. So now let's focus on the door. So here's the cabochon and I'm going to cut the door. It's more like a window due to Hortensia Blue's size, but that's fine. Okay, but anyways, let's cut the window to insert the cabochon. Cut! Now we're going to insert the cabochon to glue it in. So we're going to apply glue here, like in terms of where the in between area of the cardboard is, to insert the cabochon so it stays in. So let's insert it in, and once that's inserted, have a look at it, and we're going to let it dry. In Poland, I bought some dewdrop gemstones that I'm also going to use. This will be the window, considering Hortensia Blue's size. Okay, She lives in a tiny house. So now let's decorate the flower. So I'm removing the adhesive because I'm going to be using glue instead of the adhesive it comes with because I prefer glue. Okay, let's glue it on. And I'm going to be using this to adjust it. And I think I'll add a bit more dewdrops to have it decorated. Now that's a dewdrop of glue. Anyways, let's not waste that dewdrop of glue. So I'm back to using this one, because in Poland I've used a different one. And there. I cannot stop joking about the dewdrop of glue. But anyways, let's give this area some leaves. Okay, let's add them in. I think the dewdrop should go on the leaves. And a little bit of leaf to go over the flower. Okay. That looks like a lollipop to me, or some candy. Lollipop. In fact, I'll make the stick out of the dewdrops while the glue hasn't dried. And let's check the back. It looks like this. So that's what we've done. And this can become a flower windowsill, because I originally thought of this being a door, but now it's a window due to the doll size. So let's now add flowers here just to be productive while this dries. Flowers glued on. Time to let this dry. So I'm thinking of also adding a fountain there. The fountain, I'm going to use a leftover seashell from Mallorca and a seahorse bead. We're going to glue it on. Here, the seashell and the bead. with another dewdrop of glue and seahorse. Okay. It needs to dry, but what else can we add to this windowsill? What about another flower? That's right, I'm having fun doing this. So let's add glue and then the pom-poms to create flowers, like the plant for the flowers. So let's glue it on. And now I will just repeat this one with the white flowers. Let's glue them on. To decorate the plant. The green pom-poms are really good for making the plants in doll houses, so that's why I use them a lot. So that's how they look. And now let's let it all dry. I even added a plant around the fountain. Now it's time to let it dry, and after it dries, I'll work on the fountain. Let's work on the inside. So one of my friends from Poland had necklaces she doesn't want to wear anymore, so she let me have beads. And this one I broke the wooden bead to make staircase for here, to create a reading corner for dolls. So we're going to glue those pieces on. And the other parts of the house while it dries. So I'm applying lots and lots of glue, the acrylic glue that's not available in Poland, but is in Northern Ireland. This one have lots of these, but it's a smaller package than the one that I have in Poland, or had in Poland. I've used it all for the flower part of the house. So I'm applying staircases. So I'm gluing those pieces on. And there. Now we have to let that dry. And now I'm going to do a bookcase here. using some plastic that I have left over. Added a bookcase and painted the staircase. Books I will add in a different video, but let's let that dry. The rough corners of the staircase I've added pom-poms and sequins to make flowers. So it's looking like this. Now that has to dry. For the inside, I've just made it wooden. And that's the finished episode. So Szewczak, what do you think of Hortensia Blue's doll house? Please tell me in the comments. And bye, Szewczak. See you in another video. Bye.